How can sport be seen as a political tool? By many people around the world, sport is considered to be the most watched uh, thing on TV by everyone around the world, in which people are able to bond together while watching many different sports, such as football, tennis, or American football. Whether it's your favourite team or your nation. However, there can be downsides to this. There can be political power that can create controversy between people or fans, similar to wealth, which is often shown throughout sport these days. However, few sports can compare to football with the use of money these days, and even politics. This can be seen from Saudi football as an example, as they are able to spend a lot of money to bring players to their leagues. Also, this can be seen as political, as the clubs are also run by the league. This has also been seen by China from many years ago, where they used money to bring players overseas and putting them on a large wage to try and make football a better standard for them. And even more recently, America, as they also are bringing in higher talent to try and improve the standard. Qatar also being similar to Saudi Arabia in terms of money. It was seen as a coward's way out from FIFA to host the World Cup, as when they hosted, people saw it as a cash grab from FIFA due to how much money they would be making from it. As this World Cup brought on other controversies due to the working conditions in which the workers were working in when building stadiums. This brings us on to conflict theory. This theory suggests that people in the position of power use sports for their gain. They could do this to make them look better and make other people look worse. This could be seen as supporting your team, in which people may see it as a way to gain publicity, as during lockdown Boris Johnson was seen watching England. Or more recently, the Sheffield Wednesday owner Chansiri, as many years ago he took over Sheffield Wednesday, and now he's being seen in a bad light due to him not being able to pay the players, which could eventually affect the team. Moving on to national pride. With events like the Olympics and the World Cup, people take sport as national pride. Countries may use these events to be seen in a good light, or they may be seen they may be seen in a bad light when this happens. Examples of this could be America when ever they take part in the Olympics, as they're a pretty good team in the Olympics. They win a lot of gold medals where they can show their national pride. Or more recently, when England have been making it to semi-finals and finals, English people are able to bond together over that, creating a sense of national pride, even if they end up not winning the tournament. However, there are some countries that may be seen in a bad light due to what they've done either before, after, or during World Cups or Olympics, such as Russia. Russian athletes, when they got suspended and banned from the Olympics due to doping in the 2014 Olympics, and Qatar during the World Cup, or before the World Cup, when due to the conditions in which the workers were working in, there was some fatalities. Moving on to globalisation, sports are able to bring different countries and communities together due to how much sport is watched. Globalisation can help with social issues and gives opportunities for people to go visit new countries, to either go watch their teams or national teams, and explore other lifestyles that other people may have grown up in. As an example, people in 2021 got to visit Tokyo for the Olympics, which would allowed them to witness the different culturalisation compared to their own country. Moving on to social and cultural tools. Similar to globalisation, sports is a great way to communicate and build different bridges to different communities, as people with different backgrounds can enjoy watching the same sport. Also, being able to use sport to show what other people may live through is a good way to use it, such as the Paralympics, where people are shown what people with disabilities are capable of, even though they may be seen as people who can't do much, whereas the Paralympics show something else. Similar with something as supporting a team, where people support a single team in England, where there are many teams, many different tiers of English football. However, when it comes for those players to play for England, everyone unites over and watches the England national team as they play. Moving on to role models. Sports is a great place to find role models or have role models created, as there are many different sports, and sports show that anybody from whatever background can make it, either playing football or playing American football. Some examples can be players like Dele Alli, as they've grown up in a rough background and had a rough upbringing. However, even with his dip in form of later years, he managed to make it professional and perform at the top level, even with some of the stuff that he's been through. Or recently, Luis Enrique, who's just won the Champions League with PSG. He lost his one of his family members in 2015, and he's carried on and shown that anyone can carry on even through a hard time. Moving on to participation models. There are a couple of different participation models, such as UK Sport and even Sport Future. UK Sport helps elite athletes. This could be either footballers or Olympic training athletes, to help afford them or provide funding and guidance for them. Where UK Sport may gain funding through places such as the government or the National Lottery to help them live and afford training. These initiatives are there to help people, to help athletes that may be struggling, and help them carry on as they could potentially in the future become future Olympic athletes for the UK. Whereas Sporting Future has a scheme to increase daily participation by at least 2.5 million children and 1 million adults by 2030. The participation models are there to help people and ensure that they get physical activity, or even start improving on the physical activity and maybe become a possible athlete or something else in their respective sport. Moving on to elite strategies such as Australia's Winning Edge, where they reduce funding from sports that are doing well and put the funding into sports where they may be struggling, which would help the country in the long term, as they would slowly be able to catch up to each other in terms of ability by improving the facilities of the sports that may not be doing as well and building them up to start improving, which would offer more chances for the people and give more job opportunities in the working areas such as coaching. Advantage of this Winning Edge could be the fact that it improves the country as a whole and gives them a better social privilege, as the people are most likely being able to choose what sport they want to, as they will know that it may get some equal funding compared to the bigger sports in Australia. Thank you for listening.